Hi. Hey. Hello. It's Skycatlive. What's up, guys? It's 1:14 in the afternoon on 9/05/25. That's a September 5th, 2025. It is 81 degrees in this house, and it is a Friday, TGI motherfucking F. Now, those on the stream have probably seen this twice today, word for word, verbatim. But yeah, I lost my recording as I have not bought my new hard drive yet, and it is constantly running out of space. And so we're losing some videos here and there, but not much that I care about. I think this one was, like an hour and a half or something like that. As you can see, as we come down to, well, you can't see it, but yes, I have 609 gigs free on a 4 terabyte drive. So yeah, and the average recording session is 500 gigs. So, it's funny. I apparently I do hundreds of thousands of terabytes worth of data through Xfinity every year. Like terabytes, not gigabytes, terabytes. They told me when they came in, they were like, "You are our number one data customer in the region." And I was like, "Really?" And they were like, "Yeah, what do you do?" And I was like, "Yeah, I put long forms on YouTube." And they were like, "Yeah, that's it." I was like, I get my money's worth, huh? And they're like, "No, yeah, it's educational watching your statistics." Actually, I got that from a guy named Michael at the fucking Xfinity store. It was insane. Anyways, so it's 1:16 in the evening. I originally started this stream at, 9 or something like that. So, well, I took a break to walk for 2 hours at 11. And I got, as you can see on the watch here, forgot to turn the watch on for like the first mile or something like that. But what I did track was 4.78 miles. I burned 888 calories, average 113 BPM. Good outdoor walk. Total time was 1 hour and 55 minutes, and pretty good. And I have to restart this video now. Ironically, I get to record here for a little while I go through the fucking rigmarole of doing a hardware diagnostic. Not diagnostic, but just a patching process. Oh shit. And while I'm doing so, I will listen to music. I'm going to listen to Billie Eilish on Twitch. So I'm going to pause this video here momentarily in a second here. But we'll record while I do. No, I won't. I'm not going to record the process, but today is Friday. It's 1:15 in the afternoon. I have a bottle and a half of vodka I intend to put to good use today. I am going to drink some vodka crayons today, and we have never done Fortnite Festival. What do they call it? Festival? Yeah, Fortnite Festival. We've never done that before, and I have this beautiful Riffmaster guitar here that's in perfect shape that's only been used a few times. So we're gonna go on Festival. People don't know this about me, but I actually used to be a world competitive extreme rock band singer. Well, and also bassist. I was both singing and bass, and so I would come in and I would blow people away by singing on extreme. But then they realized that I was also playing on my best friend Yuppie Q's account as well on the other Xbox, was sitting right next to it. And I would put the headphones from the controller on my head, and I would sing while I would play bass guitar on extreme in competitive rock band. Not competitive, but what do they call that? Leaderboard rock band, right? And so I used to be a rather highly placed rock band guitarist and singer at the same time. Most people in the rock band scene, they get really good at just the guitar, or they get really good at the drums, or they get really good at the fucking microphone and all that, or whatever. I took two to master level extreme at the same time. And that's just another example of playing two to 5 games at once. Most people, they play like Rock Band Extreme on only one device. I play Rock Band Extreme on 2 devices. So we're going to go take that to Festival, because I bet you Fortnite knows that. And I bet you they let me, well, they probably don't. I probably would have to have 2 PlayStations next to each other or some such. But they'll probably only let me play one device, which is frankly physically sad, so I don't know. I'm going to get the guitar running, but when it comes down to the festival session, I may just sit on the microphone. I'm going to get this fucking guitar running, which is always such a fucking bitch. It's like such a bitch to get this guitar running. It's like a whole bunch of shit, and I had to memorize it, but I might get the guitar running for no point here, but maybe, just maybe. I think I saw when I popped into the festival for the first like few seconds, I believe they let you do as many as you want. Like if you want, well, not as many. I think they let you do 2. Like you can do singing and guitar at the same time if you want. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's go ask the AI. The AI. Yep. I'm gonna drop it off the big screen now since I'm done with the opening soliloquy. There we go. Activate. I gotta pause this video in just a second here, but we're gonna ask the AI. Will Fortnite Festival let you sing and play guitar at the same time? No. Son of a bitch. God damn it, that fucking son of a bitch. So I don't need to get this guitar running because I don't want to sit on just bass. I guess I could sing for you guys. It's all the same. It's all the same. I can sing for you guys, and I can play bass for them on festival. 1 player, 1 instrument on the main stage, 4 players, 4 parts. I suppose it is sort of selfish. But I mean, you know, a lot of guitarists and bassists sing for their bands. You know, I don't really see why they don't do it in the games. But oh well. My broken down so-called video game life full of joke-ass fucking plastic guitars and stuff. But I don't care. I'm good at it, so whatever. So I'll get the guitar running, and that's the whole process. I guess I will put that part of it on YouTube, right? So, ooh, 2nd anniversary to Starfield today. We love Starfield. Fuck yeah, that was an interesting day. I remember that day. Begon was like, are you going to buy Starfield? And I was like, what do you mean? I spent $100 on it last year. He was like, last year? I was like, yeah, I bought this for $100 last year. Anyways. We're setting up the guitar, which is just a nightmare of fucking shit for somebody who's an amnesiac. I really don't remember. It's like going to my D drive, going to new reformat X installs, coming down, looking for Vigem Bus. We run Vigem Bus, the Vigem Bus driver. That's the driver for the guitar to connect to Windows 10. Vigem Bus. Then there's... what's the rest of it? I can't remember. It's RB4 Instrument Mapper. Got to run that. That does the keybinds. I'm sorry, that's the Rock Band 4 Instrument Mapper. There we go. Okay, Rock Band 4 Instrument Mapper. We ran Vigem Bus. Now we run the Rock Band 4 Instant, or what else? What's it called? It's RB4. So now we take RB4 Instrument Mapper. We put it on the taskbar so we can get to it. We fire it up. Rock Band 4 instrument driver. I'm going to turn this guitar on. Oh no. Ew, no. It's out of batteries somehow. Oh no. Okay, I would like you to start. Please select the controller emulation mode. We're going to do Vigem Bus. I would like you to start. Did you work? You did. You did. Nice. I suppose I could go in and see if Festival will... Oh, how would you describe this game's community? Grand Theft Auto? I would call them competitive. That's what everybody else said too. 44% of us said that the GTA 5 online community is competitive. That's what I said. 24% said that they're creative, which they are. 23% said silly, and I think silly would have been a better answer, and then 9% said kind. Because, yeah, I'm sure people are nice to each other in Grand Theft Auto, especially in RP4, oh, sorry, GTA 5 RP, but, oh, yeah, hey, yep, my guitar's working, it even opened my Xbox. Look at that. It opens my Xbox bar. Dope as fuck. Alright, so going into the Epic Games, we're going to fire off no, not Epic Games, we're going into Fortnite Battle Royale on GeForce Now. I am going to mix the drink and turn on some Billie Eilish and pause the video so I don't DMCA on YouTube. But the beautiful thing about not, live streaming is I can go in and out at will and listen to music whenever the fuck I want to. And with the Nazi ass piece of shit DMCA software developers the fuck out of my face at will, I realized that it was always my issue. It's never them. If you have a problem, it's always you. You can always adapt or whatever, get over whatever issue it is. So I begun to realize now that it wasn't that the piece of shit software developers are piece of shit software developers. It's that I sign up for it. I sign up for it. And I need to just not do that. I need to not sign up for DMCA fucking strikes on my YouTube channel by just not live streaming to YouTube and accidentally live streaming Stone Temple Pilots was the last, or was a Soundgarden. I think it was, last time I caught a motherfucking 3-month ban, bitch. A 3-month motherfucking ban. Those fucking assholes. I hate them so much. 3-month ban. It was Soundgarden. I played a Soundgarden. No, it was 9 Inch Nails. It was 9 Inch Nails. I played a 9 Inch Nails song on fucking YouTube because I was streaming live. And they fucked me for 3 months on my second strike, and they're like, we're going to take away your channel. I was like, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. Festival main stage is dope as fuck. Let's see. I think the guitar's working. Maybe we could do this, huh? Let's do this, huh? I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go see if it's playing. That's it. And then I'm going to bomb out. I'm going to mix an alcoholic drink. I'm going to smoke some dope. I'm going to fucking play Fallout 76 and some Eve and some FFXI. And then around 5, when it's a little bit more prime time, we're going to go play some festival. But I can't do that till I check if the instruments are working. How to play. Play notes when they hit the target area. Hit every note to build a streak and boost your score multiplier. Higher scores earn you more stars, up to 5%. Motherfuck, I love Rock Band. Okay. Gameplay controls. Set controls for when difficulty is easy, medium, or hard is LB, RB, or expert. Easy, medium, or hard. Custom. I don't. Oh, don't I have like a D-pad? I do. Cool. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, custom. When you're on stage, gameplay controls will look like this: LT, LB, RB. Oh no, custom. No, I don't want custom. I want. Oh no. No. I have a Rock Band. I have a Rock Band controller. What? Oh, they think I'm playing on controller. This is a controller game. It's a controller game. Well, give me like the Xbox thingy, I guess. No, that won't do. There's no colors there. I don't know. Maybe I can play. I don't know. Overdrive is right trigger. I don't know. You're ready to play. Remember to visit the game menu if ever needed to tune up, view tips, change controls. Okay. Cool. Dude, I can jump with my fret key. There's people in this lobby with me. I can steer with my mouse, but I'm holding a guitar in my hand. What a weird technological thing that appears to be. My mouse is listing or something. What's up with that? It's like dragging my view up and down for some reason. Is it the... Oh, it's my, dude, trippy. My what do they call that on a guitar? This thing, I forget the fucking, is it a strum? The strum bar, right? Or whatever, I forget the fucking, this thing on the guitar, I forget what it's called. The strum bar is actually an analog stick. Look at it. That's dope as fuck. Look at that. I can make my character dance with my strum bar. What a weird thing. But it's also probably not going to make this game work. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Will this work? It's waiting for players or something. Are you guys listening to me? Am I talking right now? Oh, God. No. I want to go. No. I'm not ready. What happened here? I'm on mic? I'm not going to know the song. It's going to be some pop song from like the last 10 years. I don't know what this song is. No, I have to leave. No. What song is this? I don't know what song this is. I'm going to leave. It's scaring me. I don't know this song. It better be something I know. What song is it? You put me in the vocal thing. I hope these people can't hear me sing right now. Or sorry, speak right now. Can you hear me speak right now? You probably can because I'm the singer. Montagium Tomata. Fuck no. Peace. No idea what that even is. No, I'd never heard of them. I'm getting out of here. No disrespect to them. Ooh, yeah. Get me out. Gone. Return to lobby. Yeah. That's a control. It's not Rock Band. It's Dance Dance Revolution on the controller. Or you can sing. And I'm okay with singing, but if I'm gonna sing, I want to pick the song. Festival main stage. Is there other festivals or whatever? I don't know. That was weird. You just threw me in on some song with some band. Yeah. I don't want to fill. I want no fill. Don't fill. I don't know. Let's try one. No. I know that's not gonna work unless I pick a song I know. Let's see if I can pick a song I know. I don't need the guitar. I should just turn it off because it'll probably just mess up the controls. See, how are you gonna build a fucking $500 million thing for Fortnite Festival and not make like guitars work for it? I suppose I'm jumping to conclusions here. We'll go ask the AI. Is it possible to play Fortnite Festival on a Rock Band guitar? Yes, you can play Fortnite Festival on a Rock Band 4 guitar controller, but support is limited to the Rock Band 4 wireless Fender, Jaguar, and Stratocaster guitar controllers, which connect via USB dongle. Other guitar models can be used on PC with the help of a community-made tools like Festival Instrument Mapper. Festival Instrument Mapper maps a variety of Guitar Hero and Rock Band instruments as Xbox One guitars for usage in Fortnite Festival. So, hey, I jumped to conclusions, but some GitHub nerd did have the solution to what I needed. I think. Oh, I hate GitHub. It's so technical. I can't remember how the downloads even work. No, that's it. Take that thing. Source code zip. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. Open it. Sure, or whatever. I don't know. Fortnite Festival Instrument Mapper. We're going to copy this and take it to my default file and put it in my new format exe installs. Paste. Fortnite Festival Instrument Mapper. Select device. Okay. Turning it on. Dope as fuck. Then refresh. Xbox 360 gamepad. Set up 360 controller hiding. Start mapping. Disable tilt and use select for overdrive. Oh, disable tilt. No. Oh yeah. Use select. Oh, select. Where's select on this stupid thing? Is it that thing? No, I like tilting the guitar for overdrive. Overdrive is... Nah, I don't want to disable it, no. Facking about. Click this if you need help. This is free software. Start the mapping. Failed to initialize emulated controller. Failed to create synthetic controller. Have you enabled Windows Developer Mode? How do I enable Windows Developer Mode? How to enable Windows Developer Mode? To enable Windows Developer Mode, open the Settings app, navigate to Privacy and Security. Then select 4 developers. The fuck is this? 4 developers. Privacy and Security. Or System on older versions. Select 4 developers. Where's that? Windows Security. 4 developers. Contacts. Call history. This seems like antiquated info. They've changed it to maybe. Enable your device to search for go to update in settings. Oh, update in settings? Is that what it is? That's a more recent thing. Oh, look how technical you made this. I don't know. I've never done this before. How the fuck would I know? I don't see anything even remotely like what you guys are saying, like developer mode. Okay, can I do 4 developers in the search bar and just pull it directly? Would that work? Yeah. 4 developer settings. Here we go. Developer mode on. Turning on developer mode, including installing running apps from outside the Microsoft Store, could expose your device and personal data to security risks or harm your device. Turn on developer mode? Yes, because I reformat my computer every 6 to 12 or 18 weeks. Yeah. Yes. Device portal. Turn on remote diagnostics over local area network connections. No. Device discovery. Make your device visible to USB connections and your local network. No. End task. Enable end task in taskbar by right click. Ooh. I didn't know you could do that. You can end task in taskbar by right click? Yeah. Oh, just right click it, huh? Yeah. Fire that up. That sounds great. File Explorer. Show file extension. Show hit. Oh, so this is all the stuff that Windows used to have that they've locked away. It's in for developers in the fucking options menu. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, you can see it right in front of you. Show option to run as different user and start. I remember that. Yeah. Show empty drives. Okay, there we go. So apparently this thing, I need this thing to be on my taskbar, pin to taskbar. Disable tilt. Okay, set up controller hiding. Set up 360 controller hiding. What does that mean? Click this if you need help. I probably will. Festival instrument mapper maps a variety of Guitar Hero and Rock Band instruments as Xbox Swan guitars. Will I get banned? No guarantees are provided. You can get banned for this. I don't care. What instruments are supported? Centroller. How do I get my Centroller RCM? What are the known issues? Whammy and tilt for overdrive activations. Can't be temperamental. Sometimes whammy, the whammy bar. I can't remember what the fucking bar was. I was like, it has such a cool name. It's a whammy bar, right? That's what they're called. Yeah. I was like, what's the name of the fucking stupid stick? I can't think of it. It's whammy bar. Swap device and constant switching between controller and guitar icons. If you're using an Xbox 360 controller, click the Setup Xbox 360 controller hiding option, the mapper, and follow the instructions. If you're using a 360 guitar, I don't have to do that. Whammy and tilt. But I had a known issue. It had an error. Refresh. You're fucked up. Close. Run again. Oh no. Oh, application control policy has blocked this file. Dangerous file extension from the web. Yeah, I suppose it could be a virus. It's straight from GitHub. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'll just say I got pretty good instinct about this. I don't think this is. But let's go back to directly to the exe. Here we go. Start mapping. Mapped! Ooh, I got it. Press the PS instrument guide button or both select and start on your guitar to disconnect. Both select and start. Okay, or press the PlayStation guide button. Oh, I knew that. I knew that already. So now we go back into Festival. Oh, so time is okay mode. Uninterested. No, wait, I don't want to do that. So now we're going to go in. Cool. Okay. Play. Maybe I can do this now. See, I told you. It was this whole rigmarole, huh? I told you it was going to be this thing. It's been already 20 minutes of this. 20 minutes just to get the goddamn device to run. But I did it, motherfucker. Most nerds can't. I can tell you right now, probably 98% of the nerds out there can't do this. They just don't have the skill. They don't know. Well, they do, but once they would hit GitHub, nah, most are going to be like, wow, how do I even download the file? You know? I know that, like, for some reason, it's not like I'm smart. I'm smart, but I'm not. It's not like I'm like a fucking PC. Well, I mean, I'm gifted at operating systems in that I know how to make them bend to my will to get them to play a video game. I wouldn't call that being good at operating systems. Really, it's good at making operating systems do what you want. No. I want to go up. No. I don't want a vocal. Why aren't you letting me change it? No, I don't want to. No. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Easy. No. I want to change the thing. So I don't know how to do that. It won't let me change. There. I want to. No. LBRB. How do you do LBRB? I don't know. Okay, no idea. Maybe the keyboard will let me do it. No. I want to bass. There it is, bass. I got it. I want to ready up, which is like Y or enter. I don't know. Enter space something. Yeah, I'm readying up. On these guys are gonna sing. It's two dudes and they're gonna sing. Oh no. I'm playing on easy, which really Should probably go to hard at least, and then how do I yellow up? How do I ready up? Bass. Okay. Ready? Oh no, that's not it. That's the select key. Ready up, damn it. Ready up, starting at 32. I can't ready up. It won't let me. It won't let me. It won't let me. It won't let me ready up. It's so dumb. Expert. No, I want to be on hard. On hard. I'm walking forward now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Stop this now. Stop this now. Okay, 10 seconds, right? 10 seconds. I'm gonna play hard bass. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I don't know. Let's just hope and pray that this works. I really don't. I doubt it. Nice. I'm gonna play bass and everything. I hope the song doesn't suck. Oh God! Stop recording. Stop recording. Recording here, and we will load the other games. So let's get on everything. We'll go Epic and load the Grand Theft Auto 5 and do a whole nother revolution of casino and stuff. Ew. What? Whoa. The fuck? Oh my God. Did I die again? I died again. 27,000. I'm just gonna go out there to Valdunia. Yes.
The Wi-Fi code?
Oh, now you're trying to connect to my mom's. I'll have to get her to get it, I guess. Yeah, she'll have to get you the password because I can't remember. I'm terribly sorry. If I knew it, I would. Yeah. I can let you on mine if you need like internet down here, but up there you'll probably want hers.
I don't remember what it is. I think I have it from a long time ago.
I don't remember
the code.
Yeah.
It's like a long number.
Yeah. My mom has it, and she can go dig it out of her file very easily.
All right. We'll go
I you want me to call her?
Oh, it's all good. He can go ask her.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
No problem.
You've been examined.
Yeah. The weapon. We know. Valdunia. Nope. You still aren't teleporting me. There you go. Bernie Sanders live.
$1,000 to get it fixed. And what happens if I don't have that
This
$1,000?
is Bernie Sanders destroying Trump at the Chicago rally. Chicago's a big one.
And millions of people don't have that $1,000. Can't fix my car. If I can't fix my car, I can't get to work. If I can't get to work, I get fired. If I get fired, what happens to my family? What happens if my mom is sick and she can't afford the prescription drugs? Or my dad has to go into a nursing home? Or maybe I have to pay for childcare for my kid and I can't afford all these things.
Or they bust us for drugs and throw us in jail all the fucking time. How about that one?
Is that tens of millions of people in this country
Prison industrial complex. End it now.
Stress.
End it now before it's too late,
Stress does to
traitors.
the human mind and the human body.
The name's Maggie.
It kills us. That's exactly right.
I'm looking for someone to
Now
help
what-
come along the mine for me. I'll pay for anything you can find about a man named Earl Williams. He was my pops. The mines have been closed up since before the war, but you look like the resourceful type. Think you can lend me a hand? Really? Without hearing any... But hey, maybe you're dead.
Yeah.
And it is never discussed. Working class people in America live lives that are 7 years shorter than wealthy people. Why is that? Tell me why. Give me an example of what I'm talking about.
This is from 6 days ago. It's not live now. And I like this speech, but I've heard it. I've seen that speech like 5 or 10 times now. Like, I like that speech. I've seen it. I've heard it, though. It's like television show you've seen too much. I've heard that speech, that like word for word, so many times now. I don't need to hear it. Everybody else does, though. 2 teens arrested in D.C. shooting death of UMass student from Granby. Granby? Like Granby, Colorado?
Also breaking, police in Washington, D.C. have now arrested
Like the Granby tank guy?
2 teenagers in connection with the murder of UMass Amherst intern, Eric Tarpinian Yacob.
So this is interesting because Trump's got D.C. on lockdown. And they're killing college students right up in the campus, apparently.
21-year-old from Granby was shot and killed back in June. 2 17-year-olds are now being charged with first-degree murder, and police are looking for a third person as well. Police have always believed that Tarpinian Yacob was not the intended target.
Interesting stuff. Going back to the live main page. A personal note before moving forward on the loss of my father from Jack Osborne. I'll give him 2 minutes of my stream. I've never liked Jack Osborne that much, but I know that this has nothing to do with Jack Osborne. It has more to do with money.
6 weeks since my father passed. I know.
I don't like your tattoos. They look like you're a nerd, but you're covered in like weird sailor tattoos. But we know that you're like I suppose Ozzy's son can get tattoos. Yeah, I mean, but you weren't hard. We watched you grow up. You weren't hard. Why do you guys act so hard when you're not fucking hard? You ever had a fucking pistol stuck up in your fucking face before? You guys aren't fucking hard. Like the tattoos. on certain white guys, I'm sorry, it's a turn off for me. And I like tattoos. Like, I got no issue with them. Tattoos are cool. But, like, on certain white guys, it's like, but you're not hard, though.
And a lot of people...
We can physically verify with that MTV show that you're not hard. You were raised with, like, on that silver spoon.
What kind of waiting?
Not that being hardcore is something that you need to be or look up to, or, you know, like you know, like having a pass that makes Satan jump out of his seat, like, you know, is something to look up to or good. It's not. But I mean, the tattoos, they make this statement like you're a hard motherfucker from, like, down on the docks with the sailors or whatever, drinking with the docks down on the sailors. Fuck. Now I have to play a song, which is so annoying.
Tech CEOs have basically been one of the most annoying pro-Israel, one of the most, like, violent pro-Israel Hasbara operations that you can find. And it's interesting because, like, obviously there's an unlimited faucet of pro-Israel commentary all around, and yet the free press still somehow achieves new lengths. Now, what's interesting about this is that the free press has 335,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? And their videos barely crack. Like, look at this. Five days ago, 11,000 views. Exposed. Al Jazeera journalist caught working for Hamas. This is literally after Israel assassinated a bunch of Al Jazeera journalists. After Israel did we were hitting a Hamas camera, they came out and made this expose using, you know, whatever talking points that the Israeli state gives them. Like, this is not a real news outlet, right? This is just a propaganda outlet for the Israeli state with this American independent patina. It's not true. There is no independence here. They're evil people. They are straightforwardly, unimaginably evil people. It's a real who's who of neocons and warmongers, and not only is it a real who's who of all of these, like, awful people, they're like, they have no motion, right? They have no motion whatsoever. I mean, look at this, regardless of the fact that they have no real motion whatsoever with an actual population of readers and watchers and whatnot. There is something suspicious about their funding mechanism. Like, they have a ton of subscribers on Substack, but in any case, CBS is now...
But the smaller, more niche sci-fi genre, while making good progress, could use a bit of a boost. Starfield could be that boost. 2 years ago, I said Starfield could be the tentpole of space games, the mainstream release that could raise the tide for the entire genre. It had the studio, the timing, the hype. And I was wrong. No Man's Sky, in my opinion, has pretty handily taken that role. Starfield had a huge launch, but faded kind of quickly, and while it's still in the press, it's not exactly the most exciting news. It didn't push the genre forward, in my opinion. At the time, though, I had pointed to No Man's Sky as a successful comeback story, but in the last few years, Hello Games have only proved that they were in the middle of a much bigger story. And when I say it's now the biggest game in the genre, I don't just mean by the numbers. What we've seen since that video hasn't just been a bunch of updates. It's been a game that turned disaster into a decade-long success story, outlasting and outselling its rivals, and quietly becoming one of the biggest, most influential space games out there. So today, let's look at how No Man's Sky became the biggest in the genre, and how that success has allowed them to start looking elsewhere in the game industry. Thank you for coming to my Tomato Talk. Starfield, from the makers of Skyrim and Morrowind, is at a level above these titles in terms of development efforts. You know, just listening back to that video in July of 2023, my biases are on full show. Bethesda was a childhood icon for me, the maker of some of the greats, a relatively large AAA company now working hand in hand with the maker of my default game console growing up. And they were making a space RPG. Was I unnecessarily hyped? I was, but like I said in that video, it wasn't just Starfield. It was the James Webb Space Telescope. It was the Expanse series finale, which we will talk about a certain Expanse game here on the channel soon. And honestly, it was just a little desperation from a space game fan. It's been rough for space gamers in a time when you can find a good fantasy game by just pressing a letter on the Steam search page. Space gamers are looking for a return to the 80s, 90s, and even the 2000s, if you couldn't tell. While Starfield was a serviceable game with some fun sequences, interesting ideas for exploration, and engaging storylines, It just didn't feel connected together through space as much as just in it. It was a perfectly fine RPG, it just didn't feel like the game that could represent the genre, and certainly not influence it in a particular direction. And while it struggled to maintain its player base and create more content for them to enjoy, it was not alone. Star Citizen has had immense success, but finds itself dipping into new practices to do so. Elite Dangerous has started selling ships through the use of a special in-game currency. Dual Universe just shut off its servers, and Kerbal Space Program 2 has had a rough couple years. While there were a few standouts in the space games realm, one project that has been around since 2016, admittedly going through its own issues at the time, actually saw profitability nearly double year over year in 2022 without releasing a paid update.
Oh.
Hey! Where there's fire, there's hope. Let's fix that up. Let's fix that up.
Resin. Uh, I think I used all my resin to make lights. Yeah, I don't think I have any resin, which is kind of fucked up. Oops. Yeah, I don't see resin here. I'm gonna have to memorize these logos. Well, so that means chopping trees, and I don't know. Maybe this is an axe as well. I don't know. Let's see. No, not at all. Let's look. Let's ask the AI the fastest way to get resin. Enshrouded. What's the best way to get resin? Orange, red, or yellow leaves. Level 4.
The sheer presence of No Man's Sky, the story that got it to where it is, and its sneaking ability to remain the torchbearer for the space games category all make a lot of sense at this point. Let me explain. Can you think of a game with a more raw story? This game was a victim of corporate overhype, dragging the creator down with it in one of the worst game launches we had seen at the time. I even tried to get my own refund, but played for too long and missed the window. But you can bet I was looking. It was an awful time for everybody involved, and it took years of regular free updates for the game to get back to where it was supposed to be feature-wise at launch. But when it did, it didn't stop. There has been a major update virtually every year since then, and they've never charged a dime more than the game's price to access them all. That's it. They just don't monetize their existing player base in any other way. And by maintaining their own game engine and building in new technologies as they go to update visuals, mechanics, and features, they can simply move along with the game industry, quietly identifying the features that work best in the genre and creating their own, looking at trending topics across media that may interest space game players and adding their own, looking for opportunities to capitalize on the current state of the industry and making it their own, all while keeping the team lean, independent, and heavily focused, a strategy that has resulted in another game currently seeing a successful launch right now. The comeback story that follows this game, its ability to adapt and release completely free-to-play updates every year, and its reliable and dependable business model have blessed Hello Games with one of the most widely praised reputations in the industry, and almost certainly the largest player base on average of any space game. It also kept its head down, poking up to release an update and sliding away until the next year, ready to make more noise. No need to keep quarterly interest or push monthly battle passes. It's just all been done very quietly.
Enshrouded, how to use legendary runes.
Hello guys, KP Chamino here with a quick tutorial for Enshrouded. So I already got this question a couple of times on my channel. What can you do with legendary runes? So you got now two kind of runes in the game. You got this one and you got this one. I'm not sure that we got
Thank
the
you,
green
KP
and the normal
Shamino.
one,
I've liked and
that's
subbed to your
possible
channel.
too, but those two are the most important. So you can do the same.
I'm going to get something to eat. I'll be right back. This place looks wonderful. Damn. Okay, sorry about that. Just preparing my lunch. Okay.
With legendary runes than you could do with normal runes, but you can only do that on legendary items, weapons. So that's very important. So there is a recipe that you can scale this one up to this one. So how do you need to do it? I already got a video about it, but it's very simple. You kill one boss in the elixir well, and you will get this recipe with the blacksmith. So what can you do here? You can craft the legendary runes from just the runes that I just showed you guys. So if you got too many of those, you can scale them up to the legendaries. What can you do with the legendaries? Just the same like before. There are two, I think, guys here in my base that can enchant equipment. So you can see it here. And where can you use the legendary runes? So you can see this is an epic one.
Oh, okay. So I just didn't know what the fucking menu was. I was like what's the menu? So, okay, so let's go fast travel.
I thought Starfield would be the tentpole for the industry because it was popular, I'll admit it. Skyrim set the stage and the Fallout releases caused some hesitancy, but I genuinely thought Starfield would become a mainstay, at least able to stay above Space Engineers on the Steam concurrents, if we're talking about space games. It was naive of me to think that with Microsoft at the helm, and to overlook what really matters to people, easily accessible new gameplay. Starfield, unfortunately, as far as space games go, I don't think has introduced enough new gameplay. No Man's Sky, on the other hand, stays relevant across the industry, introducing new updates with new mechanics. It supports just about every major platform, runs natively on virtual reality headsets, actually making it a great showcase for the tech. It's a breeze for newcomers to get into, and its reputation truly does precede it. I know it seems like I'm just bagging on Starfield right now, but I genuinely did believe that it was going to have this position before, and I want to make clear why. I know a lot of players who return to No Man's Sky when there is an update, or every so often in between bouts away, because the gameplay can get old. I generally do this as well, but that back and forth motion of players from a game makes it spread like fire. It continuously reminds everybody that there is a game in the space exploration realm that provides a good all-around experience at low stakes that gets updated regularly. No Man's Sky may not beat others in maximum player count at any one point, but going by copies sold, it is actually possible that No Man's Sky, which hit 10 million copies 3 years ago, possibly 15 by now, may actually be ahead of Elite Dangerous Star Citizen's paid accounts and Starfield's standalone retail sales combined. And on player count, it does continue to maintain the highest average, at least on Steam. So while it's not the prettiest game, it doesn't have the best stories or character interactions, and it's not the technological frontrunner, it maintains a regular active space game enthusiast community, and it captures the attention of the greater industry in a pretty unique fashion. While it is my own opinion, I do believe No Man's Sky is influencing the genre and playing the part as that space game tentpole I was looking for the whole time, keeping the community healthy and fed in between the bigger projects that are sure to start stealing more of our attention very soon. Games like Exodus and The Expanse: Osiris Reborn.
Oh yeah,
you can
Exodus.
subscribe here to learn more about those games later on.
And stupid ass Star Citizen is supposed to have whatever their single player game is too.
I want to finish today showing you just how healthy Hello Games actually is. Not just from the game perspective, but also a financial one. We all know Hello Games is working on another game, Light No Fire, set to simulate an entire planet complete with different biomes, entire oceans, ships that need to be crewed, dragons that can be ridden, and endless land to explore. We also know the technology that goes into this game finds its way back into No Man's Sky. But did you know why this is happening? About 2 months before announcing Light No Fire in 2023, Hello Games was filing their 2022 financial report. They reported a near doubling of profit year over year at £33 million on revenue of £40 million. That's all on top of cash reserves they had been sitting on totaling at about £138 million. For a company of around 46 to 50 people at the time, they were flush. However, they did pay out a £120 million dividend in 2023 to Sean Murray, the owner of the company, bringing that cash pile down to £34 million. But also signaling confidence in the long-term health of the game, I think. In the meantime, while other companies were cutting jobs after the bloat of the pandemic and struggling to make money, Hello Games was slowly adding more to their
What
team
does Sean Murray
and
need
sitting
$100 million
pretty comfortably.
for?
Even with a 29%
To
revenue
games?
drop to 28 million pounds, they still cleared 21 million in profit, a 74% profit margin. I think they've proven their model is healthy and sustainable and not reliant on artificial hype cycles. And with no outside publisher driving their decisions to make more money, monetize their player base, or rush a launch, they made probably the best possible play there was. They stepped into the fantasy genre. I haven't really thought about how large a success this could be for them before now. We've seen games like Valheim and Minecraft take the industry by storm. And now that I look at it, I'm not really sure I see a reason Light No Fire can't release to do the same. With the existing reputation, No Man's Sky's flourishing in the sci-fi genre, a game engine that's purposefully and well-equipped for the tasks that they have, and new gamers discovering new games every day, the stage is kind of set. And they've clearly received another bump in funding and PR after the Voyagers update and the latest expedition going on. In a world dominated by battle passes, microtransactions, constant funding events, and regular job cuts in the name of profit, Hello Games has come out on top. They've kept the team small, the ownership of the company is under one name, and the focus at the studio is on building better games. And it's working for them, their game, and their fans. Now I know this has been heavy on the hype for No Man's Sky, but honestly it's kinda earned. Maybe another space game can run away with being on the forefront of space game trends, easily accessible, and constantly updated to the praise and enjoyment of hundreds of thousands of players 9 years after its release. But for now, I'm convinced No Man's Sky can be the tentpole for space games, representing the genre, being the mainstream Trojan horse, and honestly kind of defining the safe zone of space game features and mechanics. Which, this is all great, because a rising tide raises all boats and all that jazz. Folks don't stop at one game. When people do go play this game, they're going to consider the mechanics and the features they like, and want to look for more versions. This is how a genre or a subgenre of games can flourish. It's just showing players new, more niche games. There's always a more specialized game out there than the one you're playing. And No Man's Sky looks like a better segue for these games than any other from an accessibility and a numbers perspective. While this was a game people didn't really want in 2016, in 2025 it's kind of proven itself the herald of space games. Hey, thank you for watching. Since you're still here, I'd like to share a quick deal with you from the sponsor of today's video. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is a device I like to use to help control my game, handle security on my computer, and film for my videos. By using infrared sensors instead of real cameras, it can read your eye movements and give you more control in over 100 different games, in the dark, in the light, with glasses on, etc. Right now they're celebrating their 24th anniversary and they're actually giving one of these away, as well as a ton of different copies of various games like Deus Ex, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Star Citizen, and X4. You can also get various peripherals and some other things that space game nerds might be into. There's also a 20% discount as part of the event ongoing until the 11th. If you got your HOTAS figured out and mounted, consider this as a possible next addition to your setup. And if you have any more questions about the device or want to see it in action, I'm usually using it whenever I stream games that support it, which is almost all the time. So feel free to drop by and ask some questions, and I can turn the visual tracker on so you can see how it actually works. Thank you again for watching this video until the very end. I hope you learned something new in it, and I'll catch you in the next.
If you've heard this one before, but Wolfenstein 3D is perhaps the most significant game in the evolution of first-person shooters. But what's often forgotten is that it itself was a reinterpretation of another studio's work. The original Castle Wolfenstein games were developed by Muse for the Apple II, and they themselves were groundbreaking, being one of the first action-adventure series with a focus on stealth. The founders of id were huge Apple II nerds and loved the idea of remaking the labyrinthian exploration of this old series, especially if they could use John Carmack's new 3D technology. Well, I say 3D, and the game is called Wolfenstein 3D, but it wasn't really 3D as we know it.
rather using raycasting to imply height and depth. This is all to say that Wolfenstein 3D is an icon of the first-person shooter genre, the Dracula from which all other FPS games spawned from. So when Bethesda acquired the Machine Games team and invited them to Texas to pitch a Wolfenstein sequel to id, this was a massive gamble. In the previous video in this Machine Games series, we explained how the team pitched their retro sci-fi reimagining of the story of BJ Blazkowicz. And in this episode, we're going to tackle how they pulled it off, both for 2014's Wolfenstein: The New Order and its 2017 sequel, Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. We're going to bring the Machine Games devs back to their work on these two games, how they crafted their version of BJ and the Nazi-infested world that surrounds him, how elements like gunplay and character perspective evolved between the games, the work that went into creating the many iconic moments throughout the series, and how the team decided to tackle the design of this guy. But first things first, how are Machine Games, a studio experienced with narrative FPS titles from their days at Starbreeze, going to craft a story around a character who is basically a mute, disembodied head?
We spent a few days just thinking about what we wanted to do with it, because obviously we wanted to do something different. We wanted to make it a Machine Games game. We wanted to focus a lot on the story because that, we came from that. And obviously, Wolfenstein wasn't really focused on story, the prior iterations. The 2009 did that to some extent, but it wasn't story first. It wasn't that heavy on the storytelling part. When we got this idea of moving it into the 60s, I think that's when it started to fall into place. Still pretty young during the Second World War, a soldier from Texas, a grunt. And it's also a little bit of this, Schwarzenegger 80s heroes type, right? And then we, just that idea of bringing him to the 60s if the Nazis won the war, I think that opens up a lot of doors, what we can do with his personality. Just more depth into the character, living through, not only the troubled childhood years, but also the war, and then, spending these 14 years in this mental hospital in Poland.
So with BJ, it was like, who is BJ? We know nothing about him. And so, okay, so he's some tough-ass muscle guy. Who's like totally based on like an 80s action hero. So it starts from that, but then you basically know, okay, he's older and more grizzled. He's like about 50 years old, so he's seen some shit at this point, right? We auditioned so many people for BJ, like I'm sure we had something like 200 auditions. And I'm like listening to them, and it's like, yeah, this is pretty good, maybe not this, well, that's all right. And then this guy comes on and it's like perfect. And that's Brian Bloom, who we ended up casting, who was so totally incredible and like completely gets it. Amazing actor, amazing guy, just wonderful to be around and work with, and just completely gets what the character is.
That's just guy.
Nazi scum.
It is an interesting character to try to almost go from a stereotype, and as you
I don't care about this
little...
game, and I'm gonna get off it. Played it many years ago. I just don't care about it anymore.
Show me the top five. No. Show me the top 5 games created by Microsoft in the past 5 years. Show me the top 5 by Sony itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a comparison.
No, it's not close.
It's not close. But
how's it going, everybody? Good to see y'all, Game Insider, X-Generational Gamers. Good to see you, Derek, again for another one. Talking about a little bit more of a kind of, I don't know if I would say controversial topic, but definitely a topic that's talked about fairly often, especially now with mobile gaming.
Sure.
Pros and cons of gaming overall. You guys in the comments obviously let us know how it's I venture to guess most people would only talk about how it's helped them. Most people who I think it's caused problems for would probably not talk about them. If you would like to, that'd be sick too. Get the comments of the cons of it, what it's done to you, if it's caused something negative. I have pretty much only a positive kind of interaction with gaming. I feel like I've never had any problems with gaming in the most part. Starting out when I was younger, went through chemo when I was a kid, and got a Game Boy while I was for my aunt. While I was getting treatment and stuff, so I was at the hospital here in Phoenix and getting treatment for it, and it was an easy way for me to kind of be just like doing something. I was getting worked on all the time, so I'd be sitting there playing on the game while people are poking me with needles, getting blood. I was 5 when so I might have been 6 when I got it, low key, but I had chemo when I was 5, or had cancer when I was 5, and had till I was 8. And gaming became pretty strong, like just like way to kind of get away from everything, and again like. Portable gaming like that at the time was pretty peak. People really loved PSPs, really loved Game Boys, like and for me that type of thing, being able to take it on the go was a big thing, and there wasn't a ton of mobile gaming at the time, and even then it wasn't even like quote unquote mobile gaming because it was all still disc related, like handheld is a great way of putting it. So it was interesting because those were so much more involved, I feel like, than like Switches now, where it's like, you just download it, you have it on the go all the time. But one of those were kind of the precursor to all those things. Were Game Boys, were PSPs, were all those things. And for me, then moving on later in life, my best friends now are all people I met gaming. I've seen them a few times. You've talked about your fellows. You've now seen their kids grow up and stuff too. So for me, it's interesting. My dad kind of grew up in the tech world, was an IT guy, did a lot of coding in college, and then kind of got into gaming because you're just kind of a quote unquote nerd. You're just kind of a nerd. So one of those where he got into gaming, loved it, used to play with us on his laps and play games in front of us. My parents kept us away from more of the like excessively violent games like Gears, like COD or God of War, but we were allowed to play like COD and stuff like that at a fairly young age. And Halo, as long as it didn't involve, like I know COD does, but as long as it didn't involve humans and like human enemies, my parents didn't really care terribly much. COD, it was MW2 came out and I played No Russian, and I remember playing that in my room being like, I hope my family does not walk in because this is terrible. Didn't really understand the scope of it at the time. Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely played through it. I remember getting that notification at the beginning that was there was a mission or there's some graphic content or whatever. It says right at the beginning, do you want to play through it? And I was like, fuck yeah. I was like 9. Hell yeah, bro. But one of those for me again, like even through that, I wasn't allowed to play GTA. I didn't play any GTA growing up. I do think
great game, but yeah.
I do think GTA may be one of those games you probably shouldn't play at a young age.
As a child? Oh my god.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
That is very violent, too much drugs and all that other stuff. Again, people are going to disagree with that. GTA is a game I think you have. I don't know if you have to be 18, like in my head.
You should be. I think of Grand Theft Auto, the things you can do in that game.
Yeah, you're right. 18, I do think is the base for GTA. I do think
it's
18.
Not, but I think. You can. I've been at a store. I won't name the stores. I don't shop there. But I've been at a store where I'm next in line, and the mother was ignorant to all of the act. And the young man, he had to be 12 or 11. Okay, and honey, is it okay? Can you play this game? He said, oh yeah, sure, Mom, my friends play it. Yeah. He said something around like that.
Yeah.
And
in your mind, you're like,
and
Jesus, God.
In my mind, I'm like, wow. I remember I was buying a Sony camera for my wife's birthday. It was in March. Her birthday's together. And so the clerk was like, ma'am, I just want you to make sure, I want you to understand that this is, and I was like, that's a good job.
Yeah. And my parents always ask. Every time I bought a game that was them, my parents were always asking, like, asking the clerk, not asking me, because they knew my.
I'm a lie.
Yeah, I know my.
I'm going hard.
Well, I think I remember when Red Dead Redemption.
The first one?
Yeah, I don't know if it had been out for a long time or if it had just come out.
Brilliant game.
I wrote a 2-page paper to my dad
as to why
I should be allowed to play it, because I knew there was one sex scene in it. I like went through, I did research on like, can you skip it? Can I get past it? When does it occur? Like all of those things. And my dad was like, absolutely. Like, just let me know when that spot's coming up. I'll just skip it for you and then you're good to go. And it was like, all right, cool. Which I think I was older. I think I was like 13, 12, 13, maybe 13, 14 maybe. Yeah. I don't think I was in high school at all, but it definitely was like older. Yeah. And it was, my dad was like, it's kind of cool. My dad was like, hey, I respect it. You really want the game, right? Cool. I trust it. So one of those where a little different. But for me, again, like other than GTA, which I played when I was older, it's a great experience with friends.
Phenomenal.
And if you can, again, as a kid, terrible for your brain. I do think GTA is terrible for your brain. It is just
Wow, they killed me.
and too much, desensitizing and too
I
much
like
stuff that
this
you should be
game.
introduced to as a kid.
Exactly.
More than anything. But other than that, like there's plenty of games that I think even Red Dead's not crazy. Like Halo, I think is fine. A lot of the Alien type games, like
Blood.
yeah. Like those types of things have always. I always love to give my parents the excuse as a kid, like, oh, it helps my hand-eye coordination. I don't know if it did. But
it does, but
for me in sports and stuff like that, I actually did think it did. And for me, it was always something that allowed me, one, to interact with my little brother. I'm like me and my little brother have played hours and hours. We still play games today.
Right.
My older brother's super into sports. I hated my older brother for a little bit because that bro would just cook me in every single video game. It was terrible.
Competitive household.
Competitive household.
Sure.
And then even my little sister got a little bit into what game? Well, she got into anime recently.
Okay.
Or like maybe 2 years ago now.
Okay.
And then we played like just like different anime, different games inspired by anime, like the Demon Slayer game, JJK's game. Or is there a JJK game? Anyways, Demon Slayer game, anime games in general, and like,
Sure.
and then like I made a comment on another one, like a lot of those 2D games where my family plays, like the 2D Spiritfarer or Two Souls. Those games are what my sister and stuff play.
Yeah.
And for me, it's interesting because now it gets that competitive need out of me a lot of the time when I'm not able to do it elsewise.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I was having back problems for a long time recently, and being able to play MLB The Show a lot, get the competitive nature kind of out, be upset, be excited, is a big benefit for me now. Obviously, I'm much more critical of games now, and I get
Sure, you mean
and just like I get upset more with like losing.
I don't relate to this gamer, and I'm gonna leave. I want to make a song that sounds like this. Light. I found light. Going to pause it here, guys, and step away for... guys push me! What the fuck was this? Fuck you! This fucking guy. This fucking guy, he's so sus. Look at this fucking guy. He stands there, does nothing, and still wins. Look at this shit. No, he died. Fuck this guy. What the fuck was that? What was that? Because he turned his cheat off. Because he thought I was looking at him, and I was. And he got stomped in when he didn't have a cheat anymore. What? Did you guys like the orbital strike? I like the orbital strike. I like my orbital strike. I thought I was really good. I like my orbital strike. I smoked that guy. He was sitting in the bush. I fucking wasted him and fucked up his team and let him know what I thought of it. Woo! See the smile on my face? Nothing like a win! Nothing like a win! I got that orbital strike and I was like, I bet I win the game with this, and then I did. I won the game with it. I smoked their best player as he ran to the bush. It's my bush! It's my bush, bitch! My bush, bitch! Don't go there, I'll blow you up. Oh, I'm so much happier than I used to be. I'm so much happier than I used to be. I'm so much happier than I used to be. Fucking cocksucker! Fuck you, Jacob! Fuck you, you piece of shit cocksucker! Fuck you, worthless piece of shit, making the game worse! Fuck you, worthless piece of cocksucker shit! Fuck you, worthless piece of cocksucker shit! Fuck you, Jacob, you chased me into the fucking endless bounds! You chased me for so long, and you're toxic because you suck dick all day. Fuck you, Jacob. You suck dick all day. Fuck you, Jacob. You worthless piece of cocksucking shit. You and your cocksucker team chased me for 20 minutes because you suck dick. You suck dick. You suck dick. You suck dick. Bah, bah, bah. You suck dick. You suck dick. You suck dick. And you chased me for 20 minutes because you can't kill one person. You suck dick. You can't kill one person. It took you 20 minutes to kill me. And it's the goddamn truth. You know, pull the match if you don't believe me, you fucking worthless cocksucking piece of shit. It took 3 of you chasing me for 20 minutes to get 1 kill. And you're so braggy about this as you ignore the other people in the match. But you suck dick. You do suck dick, worthless piece of cocksucking shit. You suck dick, worthless pieces of cocksucking shit. Look at you suck dick right now. Look at you suck dick right now. You don't know how to mount things. Look at you suck dick right now. Fuck you, Jacob. Fuck you and your stupid, worthless piece of shit ass. Fuck you. You chased me for 20 minutes. I must have done 900 damage to all of your team. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole. What the fuck? Before I even knew he was there, he was firing where I landed. I'm gonna go piss. He didn't make it. Oh, he did make it. Nice. What was that? What was that? I got one shot from 150. Nothing one shot me. What was that? What was that? Nothing one shot me. They're cheating. Nothing did 140 damage point blank. Nothing. Oh, what was this? What was this? No! What was this? He just cut me off! You piece of shit developer! I shot! Nothing happened! It was you, piece of shit! And the piece of shit toxic cocksucker's gonna do a dance. Yeah, you're gonna do a dance. As I killed your main. You don't want to go out, grab the window. What? I don't mind fourth, whatever. I thought it was funny. Okay, guys, sorry, I gotta go for family dinner and water the garden. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time. I will see ya. So here we go. I'm going to pause this with a reminder that you've been watching Skycat Live. You've been watching Skycat Live. I'm a full-time variety gamer. Put me on in the background. Click on the cat space to donate. Come to my Twitch or my YouTube. Give me a like, sub, or a follow. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to go...